Ladies and gentlemen, today we have an amazing video to get into. It's been quite a while since I've done a video like this, but what we're going to do today is go over 10 amazing must-play Nintendo Switch games that have came out in the last few months. Some of them you know about, some of them flew under the radar, but these are 10 amazing Switch games that you should be playing right now. So let's go and get right into the video. I actually used to do videos like this almost weekly or every other week, and then I went to every single month, and I haven't done one in a very long time, but there's actually a bunch of great Switch games that have came out recently. And like I mentioned earlier, you know about some of the popular ones we're going to talk about today, but there's some hidden gems in here as well that deserve just as much praise as the popular games. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, it would truly mean the world to me. And let's just go and get right into the video. The first game we're talking about today is Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed. This beautiful remake sends Mickey Mouse on an epic journey through a wasteland, a realm of forgotten Disney characters. As Mickey, you will dive into a fantastical world, and armed with paint and thinner, shape your adventure and the fate of this alternate world. Every stroke of your magic brush matters. Use paint to restore beauty and harmony, or thinner to alter your environment and uncover hidden secrets. Your choices influence Mickey's destiny and change the outcome of this artistic odyssey. Will you become the epic hero this wasteland needs? Encounter various iconic characters like Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which was Walt Disney's first creation, as you travel between the lands in the wasteland. Rebrushed employs state-of-the-art visuals and improved controls to breathe new life into a beloved classic. Experience new movement skills for Mickey, such as dash, ground pound, and sprinting. The game's compelling story makes it an unforgettable adventure for longtime fans and newcomers alike. I grew up in Orlando, and a lot of my family works for Disney, so I grew up going to Disney, I grew up watching all the movies, and they're classics for a reason. I can't remember what game this was originally on, maybe the GameCube or the Wii, but yeah, this was a welcome treat on the Nintendo Switch. Now let's talk about a game called Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus. Flow with acrobatic grace and agility through a mysterious world of myth and legend in Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus, a colorful hand-drawn adventure inspired by Japanese folklore. Undertake this mystical journey as Bo, a celestial blossom, descended from the heavens to play a key role in an ancient and mysterious ritual. Use your legendary bow staff to bounce and glide fluidly through an otherworldly realm of hand-drawn, dreamlike landscapes, strange and adorable yokai, and massive monsters summoned from the ancient legends of Japan. Explore a diverse and interconnected world in a 2.5D side-scrolling action platformer with Metroidvania elements. Journey to a haunted castle, a thriving Japanese-inspired metropolis, and many more strange and wondrous places. Then find ways to travel back and fully explore newly unlocked paths and surprises. It's strange, when I first seen this game was coming out this year, I thought it looked amazing. I knew it was going to be fantastic. And it is all those things, but for some reason, this game truly went under the radar. Like, I have heard absolutely nobody talk about this game. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure a lot of people do know about this game, but I just haven't heard anything. And that's a huge bummer, because this is a very special game. Every single year, I feel like there's a few great Metroidvanias that come out. This one really surprised me because it's something very special. And it gives me Okami vibes a little bit. Like, I know it's absolutely nothing like that game at all, but it just reminds me of that. So this is another game you should definitely check out. So of course we have to talk about The Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. I cannot believe this game is real. And not only is it real, I can't believe it's already out, and it's been out. Because we got Tears of the Kingdom, the biggest Legend of Zelda game, and one of the biggest Nintendo Switch games, and just one of the greatest video games of all time, just last year. You're telling me just 1 year later, Nintendo releases another Zelda game, one where you play as Princess Zelda? I really don't know how that's even possible, but hey, I am not complaining. Games like this, that truly come out of nowhere, really make me thankful that I really enjoy gaming, because this was such a treat to get. They could have easily held this game to the Switch 2. This could have been a Switch 2 launch game or something. But they dropped it at the tail end of the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I had to mention this game in this video. Now let's talk about a game called Kingdom Two Crowns. A shroud of mystery envelops these uncharted medieval lands, where ancient monuments, relics, and mythical creatures await. And in Kingdom Two Crowns, You embark on an adventure as a monarch. You need to lay the foundation of a mighty kingdom with towering walls, protecting towers while cultivating prosperity through building farms and recruiting villagers. You also need to explore. Venture into the unknown, beyond the protection of your borders, through secluded forests and ancient ruins to seek treasures and hidden knowledge to aid your quest. But you must also defend yourself. As the night falls, shadows come to life and the monstrous greed assault your kingdom. Rally your troops, muster your courage, and steel yourself, for each night will demand ever-growing feats of tactical mastermind. But this is a kingdom, so you must also conquer. This game truly flew under the radar and is the definition of a hidden gem. But this is one you should definitely be checking out. DROS is a dark fantasy adventure where you'll swap between a small gooey creature and her human bounty hunter shell. Explore freely through 40 unique diorama-like levels filled with strange characters, intricate puzzles, hidden rooms, and ancient collectibles. This story has a twist. When the captain is hanging by a thread, Destiny tosses a curveball. Enter in DROS. Different motives, same mission. Stop the alchemist. Hunt for treasures and brace yourself for a world that keeps you on your toes. Chat with an array of oddball and endearing characters as you journey. Humans and DROS mingle in the tower, a place where the line between good and evil is as wavy as a squiggly straw. But prepare to body swap. Wiggle, jiggle, and sneak around as a gooey little DROS. Bust open hefty doors, press down pressure plates, and clear the way as a robust captain. Each of the tower's 40 levels has its own unique surprises. I mean, look at this game. It's weird, it's wacky, but it's awesome. Yeah, you know about all the major Switch games that have been coming out lately, but games like this really deserve praise as well, so yeah, they're getting mentioned in this video. In Caravan SandWitch, embark on a journey across a sci-fi province-like world, driven by a mystery through your missing sister that unfolds with each step you take. Interact with communities, help them with their tasks, and meet new people along the way. Take your time to explore the world, whether in your van or on foot. Life is simple. No combat, no death, no timer. Just you, your van, and the world. And that actually sums up this game perfectly. You know, there's a lot of games out there that once you start playing them, they are addicting, so you kind of play through them almost as fast as possible, or there's other games that you just want to play through as fast as possible just so you can beat it and be done, and on to the next thing. If that's what you're looking for in a game, this game is the complete opposite of that. This game really encourages you to take your time and explore and just see what's going on, and this is a game you can really get lost in. So this is another game definitely worth checking out. So a game that really surprised me was Emio the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. I think it had been, 20 years at least, before we had got a brand new entry into this series. I think all the way back on the Super Nintendo if I'm not mistaken. This series is a very niche one because it's definitely not for everybody. The way I can describe it is like a murder mystery / visual novel. It's a little bit more interactive than a visual novel, but those are the vibes you get from this. That being said, this is one of the best Switch games I think of all time. Like, sure, it's definitely not for everybody, but this is a game that you should definitely give a chance. I think there still might be a demo and you can play through like the first 2 or 3 chapters, and then once you do that, you're going to want to play the entire game. This is another game that I can't believe we got like this late in the Switch's life. Not because I think it would have done better on the Switch 2, but in my opinion, if they waited 2 decades to release a new one, they could have waited another year, and it just would have been a bigger announcement, I guess, for the Switch 2. This is truly one of the best Switch games I think I played this year, because it was a little different than all the other games I played this year, and it was one of the more memorable ones. So yeah, Emio the Smiling Man, it is a must-play game. CONSCRIPT is a survival horror game inspired by the classics of the genre, set in 1916 during the Great War. In this game, you play as a French soldier, searching for his missing-in-action brother during the Battle of Verdun. Will you be able to search the twisted trenches, navigate overrun forts, and cross no man's land to find him? You will get to experience classic and methodical survival horror gameplay in a unique historical setting. This game is highly replayable because it has various difficulty settings, multiple endings, and unlockable costumes and bonus weapons. You need to fend off a variety of enemy soldiers and combatants with a variety of World War I melee weapons and firearms. If I were to describe the graphics, I would say it almost reminds me of a Nintendo DS game. Like, these are the graphics you would have on the DS. And yeah, that's probably not going to be for everybody, because I think the DS is finally showing its age a little bit. That being said, I absolutely freaking love these graphics. I'm a huge fan of history, but not the biggest horror fan. But what this game does is mash those two genres together, and that makes for a very exciting gaming adventure. So yeah, now let's talk about Super Mario Party Jamboree. And this is another game I truly cannot believe that we just got. Not because it's like groundbreaking or super incredible. It is a really good game, don't get me wrong, but it just feels like, what was the point of getting it on the Switch? I guess this game, Emio the Smiling Man, and Zelda Echoes of Wisdom all could have easily been Switch 2 launch games. Nintendo easily could have held these off for another year, and we would have never missed any of them because we weren't expecting any of these games. I actually do want to give this game praise though, because it seems like Nintendo really did listen to some of our previous complaints about older Mario Party games. Mario Party Superstars felt like a collection of all the old Mario Party games, but the first Mario Party game on the Switch, I think it might have just been called Super Mario Party, it was so lackluster. Like, once you played it for one day, you pretty much experienced everything. They packed so much into this one, especially at launch. Maybe some stuff will come in the future. I can definitely see that happening in a Nintendo Direct one day. But there's 110 minigames, or maybe more than that. 7 boards. There's Jamboree Buddies now. It has the whole online aspect to it. They really did this one right. And this was a Mario Party that I think we deserved on the Switch the entire time. For some strange reason, we got it at the end of the Switch's life, but you know what they say. Better late than never, right? Let me throw in another must-play game. Enter the breathtakingly beautiful world of Arco, a unique tactical action game where your decisions shape the story. Journey through lush forest, sweeping plains, and scorching deserts as you guide 4 unlikely heroes in their vendetta against the Red Company gang. Battle warriors of different nations, fend off greedy colonizers, and slay monstrous creatures as you voyage across this enchanted land. Change your fate one move at a time. You need to cleverly plan your next move in a unique turn-based combat system. Unlock new game-changing skills, recruit powerful allies, and collect life-saving resources as you progress. Progress through each campaign as a different character with their own set of special abilities. Dive into a tale full of danger and excitement and watch it unfold from multiple viewpoints. I mean, I hate to sound like a broken record here, but at the same time, I don't really care. Look at this game. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I can't actually pinpoint what it is. Maybe like the color palette they went with, or maybe just the actual art style, but it looks so damn good. This is another hidden gem that some way somehow flew under the radar. But I'm here to tell you right now, you do not want to sleep on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, it felt good to do this. 10 must-play Nintendo Switch games. I mean, as long as the Switch still has amazing games coming out for it, I'm going to continue to make these videos because they are so damn fun to make. As always, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts and opinions. If some way, somehow, you have made it to this part of the video, and you, yes, you are watching this video right now in this very moment, you should follow me on Instagram because that would be pretty cool, because I really appreciate your support. And you guys know me, I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.